says there's no place for any kind of fear in the life of a preacher or a missionary. True or false? Matthew's gospel is our reference point. No place for any kind of fear in the life of a preacher, missionary. Any kind of fear. Stress on any kind. The answers are trickling in. And we're going to read a verse which will convincingly give us the answer. I can give you another 10 seconds maximum. Make up your mind. No place for any kind of fear in the life of a preacher or a missionary. Three, two, one. Another 1 second. The answer is false. We need to have fear. As a missionary, you need to have fear. Matthew chapter 10 is written to missionaries of disciples who are preaching the gospel. Look at verse 1, Matthew 10:1. He called the 12 disciples to him and gave them, and then he's talking to them. And look at verse 28, Matthew 10:28. I promised you I'll talk about hell one more time, and here is the occasion. Matthew 10:28. Do not be afraid of those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. So don't be afraid of these elements that you would meet in your country who say, if you talk about Jesus, we are going to thrash you, we are going to kill you, we are going to throw you in prison. Don't be afraid of them. So no, don't be afraid. So one fear you don't have to have, but you have to have another fear. What is that fear? Same verse says, Matthew 10:28. But be afraid, have fear. Be afraid. Have a healthy fear. In other words, be afraid of the one who can destroy both soul and body in hell. Which means, if you are persecuted and in the persecution you deny Jesus and you backslide, you're not going to go all the way to heaven. You're going to go all the way to hell, because if you really don't, the only person you need to fear is God, who can destroy both body and soul in hell. The other fellows can only destroy your body, but your soul, the moment it dies, it goes to be with Jesus. John Allen Shaw, the man who went and preached the gospel in that island in Andaman a few years ago, 2018. He landed there and preached the gospel. The islanders killed him. The tribals killed him. They could only kill his body, but his soul went to be with Jesus, I believe. Same thing about Jim Elliot. Same thing about Stephen, the martyr. We read about it in Acts 7. But at the same time, this verse tells us that there is no room for backsliding in our life. And what is the antidote for backsliding? A healthy fear of God, who can send you to hell. Have a healthy fear of God. Paul had that fear. In 1 Corinthians 9:27, I beat my body and make it my slave, so that I who have preached to others, I myself should not be disqualified. So this teaching comes against the hyper grace cult. There are many churches in our cities, where the pastor preaches hyper grace doctrine. Flee that church. Don't go to that church. Don't support that church. Embrace sound doctrine. Next question. We have Manas, Pratiksha, Indu, Emily, Neer, the top 5 positions.